So let me quickly check some of the homeworks. Here to so I didn't check that homework, right? That, um, March. Okay. Okay. Maybe people are not done. I'd be a little bit more specific on this because it's gave a little bit, I created a bit of confusion. So, next time I'll check get something good for that. Okay, so today we'll just go through this. Okay, so who have completed the certification? Like some of them have completed certification, right? Um, two guys have actually completed the certification. So it's good. And the people who didn't, right? You can still have a look. Let me check if can do this. So since today is the last class, we'll just quickly check on certifications part. Why do we require and what's really use of this? Okay, if you see the syllabus, since I've already given you the syllabus, right? Much, so okay, so let's go to this. People who have done it's good. Only I see only two people who have done this. So out of like 10 people, I guess like 10 people are attending, right? So only two people have completed this. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, so to do this, right, if people who are interested or who are want to do this, they can go ahead with this. Okay, I'm muting this. If anyone is interested, they can unmute their mic. Okay, and can go ahead. Oh, I hope this email is working. Okay, good. So once you log in, once you log in into this, you have a lot of certifications or to read actually to watch the videos, a lot of things in this. So the URL is mba.microsoft.com. Okay, so what you do here is you can get certification. Let's say I want to get some certification. You have a lot of here. So let's go to the software testing fundamentals. When I go there, I have options here. Okay, so this is this is what I was actually looking for. So what happens, right? You have few of the modules here. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6 modules, and once you complete this, and each of them has test. It's like 5 questions and 4 should be correct in that. Once you complete all of these modules, you will be awarded a certificate. Okay, so it's that easy. I mean, you don't have to go somewhere, or you don't have to, you need to pay any money, for this certification or anything. Yeah, except your internet bill, of course. So you need to pay the internet bill because you're, using the internet. Otherwise, you're not, you don't need, there's no center, kind of just sit at your home, take your laptop. You can just move to, go ahead and do this URL, and uh, of course you need to have email ID. And unfortunately, Microsoft is little bit more strict on this email. They have, they want to use their own email ID. That's like Microsoft email ID, like your name at outlook.com or hotmail.com or something. Okay, they don't allow the Gmail or something. So you need to create an email ID from Microsoft, and then you need to use it. That's the only disadvantage. Otherwise, this course is good. Look at this reviews. I normally go with the reviews actually. I see the reviews. Okay, so here's review is like, it's like 3.5. Okay, that's, yeah, 3.5 out of 5, and it's okay. It's maybe not so great about it, but I normally go reviews 4. 4 is good. If you find something is a 4 and really good, that means it's good. You can go ahead. And I don't think in Microsoft you have 5 out of 5. You don't get such kind of things. If you have, then you should be lucky to get that, and you can go ahead and take the certification. Once you have done that, let's say if you have completed all these modules and you have completed all this assessment, all of these 6 modules, you will be getting a once you go into the dashboard that is located here, upper right corner. Okay. So here you have. Course is in progress. Now you can see what is enrolled. Okay, go to the accomplishment. Now, this is what I have completed all the certifications. So let's say if I'm looking for so once I get this, you can download the certificate right from here by clicking on this. Oh, here you go. Software testing. Just click on this, and your certificate gets downloaded. So once you go to that, and I'm just going to see here. Oh, here you go. So this is what you will be getting this certificate. You have successfully completed the course of software testing fundamentals. You know what? Why this is required? You can say, okay, why do I need this? Really not required. I mean, yeah, that's the one view of looking at it. Okay, it's really not required. If you don't want to, that's perfectly fine. But here's the thing. You know what? When your resume, like once your resume gets submitted, okay, let's say your resume gets submitted to various at a particular client, or so client gets bunch of resumes, right? Not just 1 or 2. You're not the one who've been interviewing. They are interviewing like plenty of people. Maybe let's take even if they don't have patience, they take at least 5 candidates. Okay, so 2 to 5 candidates, and they want to hire. Okay, so they get resumes, bunch of resumes, like 10 to 15. And they will pick only 5 of them to select the best candidates in the 5, and they get hired. Okay, so not all 5 of them are getting hired, right? Only one guy. The one job, one position. That's it. Resumes. Tell me about it. It's a bunch of resumes, 10 to 20. I'll not be surprised if it's more than that. Okay. So once that gets right, now why does the client picks your resume? Okay, that's a question. Why you ask somebody else? Now they are looking at the skills. Okay, they are looking at the skills. What skill do you have? Okay, what really you're good with it. Once they skim all that information from your resume, if you have more, if you show that you have any certifications, it's good. If you are certified, that's perfectly fine. You can say, I'm from ISQB, I'm Microsoft certified, and all those things. That's fine. You're good. But if you don't have that, and you need at least some certification, right? That you have done something, or you know something, or something like that. So once you put in your resume, now that shows like, okay, you know something. Okay, so that means even if it is not certified, you say, okay, I have this certificate from that's from Microsoft, and it's Microsoft Virtual Academy, and what, I really have knowledge on software testing fundamentals. That's what I got certificate for. Okay, so that's you can say. And you can put on your resume saying the certificate, yeah, I have this certificate, not just one, I have also knowledge in development, so even I can work on development projects, no big deal. And you can take that hard copy to and show them, look at this, I have this certificate, so I have completed this software testing, I'm really good at that. Okay, so just show to them, if they really require, put on your resume, give them hard copy, say them, okay, you can keep it, it's no big deal, but I am certified, look at this, it's a certificate, it's online, we can. So that's the reason, right? Because your resume will get paid based on your skills. Okay, what skill really they are looking for, and what you really have it. Okay, so they will be looking. Okay, let's say if you're QA tester or QA analyst, or software tester or ETL tester, whatever it is. Okay, they'll be really looking onto that particular skill. Let's say they are interested in something in like JSON. Okay, they have already said in the requirements. You didn't see the requirement, but the JSON. Now that's really not related to any of those what we have learned, right? We don't know. But other than that, if you have some certification, okay, yeah, what, I have this certificate. I know about testing. I know about this development certificate. So that's the reason, right? That's why I included this for your convenience, that you can get a certificate and take it with your resume. If if you get an interview, take it with your resume and show them. What, I have this certificate. You can keep it. I'm really good at it. So that's one reason why I included this, because once you get an interview, you need to get a job, right? It's you are the one who is looking for the job. Okay, so they'll be picking a lot of people, and they'll be talking to a lot of people. So, but only the one who has skills get hired. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so Microsoft is good. If really it doesn't require that much of effort. It just a little bit easy. Once you get this, you also have you have to get transcript with this. Okay, once you download transcript, let's see. Okay, good. You get this transcript once you've completed this. So this is not all. Once you complete any of these, you'll get that you have completed, and this is a transcript for, and this is directly from Microsoft. You see this, and what, you'll be downloading right from this Microsoft website. So it's no big deal with this. Okay, so this transcript is useful if you are looking for any. Let's say if you're looking for education or something like that, some of the credits gets waived off because you have some knowledge on this particular subject. Okay, so that's the reason this transcript will be helpful. Okay, so in that case, And so that's about this Microsoft. Okay, you can but the only problem with this is the Microsoft has its own word. They really don't worry. Let's say if you are looking for some data stage, okay, let's say that's the data stage. Now you don't get data stage in Microsoft because they have now data stage is an ETL tool from IBM. Now that's a different IBM. So now they don't have such kind of thing. They have SSIS, SSRS, SSS. They have such kind of thing because they follow their own Microsoft tools. Okay, they don't take any other other company, and they don't give certificate on that. They only give on their own tool. Okay, their own Microsoft tool. So the Microsoft have plenty of things. It's not just one or two tools. There are so many things they have. So you can still have this. Okay, so that should not stop you. From, but they are similar. You can correlate. Okay, if you want to I have SSRS, so data stage is similar. I can use that, so you can correlate on that. Okay, so that's not an issue. Okay, so because all the as I told you, the process, you need to learn the process, not the user interface. User interface might be different from each and every website. Okay, so UI is really not a big deal. The process is what you learn. Okay, how you do this, how you are going to implement this, all those things. Okay, so that is one thing. And the other, you have okay, so other, okay, so if you are really good, you can go ahead and Sailor. Okay, if you're really good on so you can go ahead and just Sailor actually. So here you need to register once. Once you register here, okay, and you can also get a certificate on this. Okay, and so that will be on software engineering. Okay, so that will be on software engineering. You click on this. So this is pretty, this is very detail oriented. So there's a lot of information. This starts right from business analyst, Scrum Master information. We also have Scrum Master, what it's going to do, what is the responsibilities, what are the duties, what's really my job of Scrum Master. And it goes to testing, it goes to development, it goes to architect level, a lot of information and a lot of things here. Okay, so but each unit takes like 13 hours. That's a little bit long, and it takes a lot of time. Okay, you can go ahead and you can also look into this software design, implementation, testing. It's just not one or two. It's almost everything. Okay, once you complete this, okay, the only problem with this is, the only problem with this is once you complete this, if you are if you fail first attempt, you need to wait for 7 days. Okay, so there's a little bit of catch on that. But otherwise, if you are if you complete, this is really good because here this you can validate this online. What you have this verification code, and they say like go to this to verify the certificate. Now that sounds good because if you really have this any certificate kind of thing, and you are going to get the certificate, let's say the certificate, and the client wants to validate this, and they will do it online. Now this certificate is really valid. They came up with resume with the certificate, and they want to check this very, they want to do it online. So that's really good because this is genuine, and it's free. You don't have to pay a penny on this, except your internet bill, of course. Otherwise, you should be good. You get this. You also have this URL so that you can validate the certificate. Is it a valid certificate or not? Okay, but this is little bit lengthy. This is pretty long. You need to have a lot of patience to do this. Okay, and the only problem is once you fail, first attempt, you need to wait for 7 days. Now that loses some interest, So you need to really good on this just to, attempt at once and clear it once. Unlike Microsoft, if you fail first attempt, you keep on doing until you get it. So that's good. That's a one advantage that it has. You keep on doing it. There's no time limit or something. Here you have 7 days. You need to wait for 7 days until you show up the next exam, and then that's just you'll be writing right here. There's no examination center, or no, you don't have to go somewhere. Just you right here in front of the system. Okay, so this is one option. The second option. There is one more, that is a solo learn. Let's go to solo learn. So this is good too. But the only problem with this is there are not too many. Okay, there are not too many of certificate. Actually, they don't have many of features that is available, to get this certificate. Okay, let's see, what options we have here. So again, we need to register once. Once you register it, okay. Here you have, let's say, go to the courses and see this. You have C++, Java, JavaScript, PHP tutorials. You are interested, go ahead. I'd say go to the Ruby too. If you are interested in Ruby. And one thing is important, like SQL. You know what? I would recommend you, if you are going to ETL tester, if you are going as a data analyst, if you are going as a software analyst, whatever you are going, SQL is the most important thing. So why don't you give it a shot? Okay. You know what? Once you complete that SQL, okay, this is a fundamental. Once you go to that, let's see. Once you complete this, you'll be getting a certificate, right? Let's see. Let's get the certificate. Oops. There you go. So this is what you'll be getting the certificate, right? And you put in your resume, just put in your resume that you have successfully completed SQL, so you know SQL, right? And once you do this, you can print it out, take a print out, go with your resume saying that I have this, I'm really good at this SQL, I've completed the I'm certified too. If you want to take a look at my certificate. Okay, so you have that edge. You have that advantage of that putting on your resume that you are certified. And you don't have to say everything. It's free or something like that. You don't have to say anything. You have, of course, have the certificate. Okay, so what it says. So this should be good. SQL, I would recommend, if you're really onto ETL side, if you're really working on ETL, go ahead with the SQL. That should be good. Otherwise, you have a lot of options, not many options, of course, but you can take a look, and if you're really interested in some kind of some technology or something which is other than your software testing or something, go ahead and get a certificate because it's for your own good to put on your resume. So that's an option. Okay, so that's it. I mean, that's a three ways you can get in certificates, so that might give you an edge when you are in the selection process for an interview. Okay, that should be really helpful. And not only that, just it's very good for you. Whenever you can put in your resume and just link it with the URL saying that I have original certificate, verify here, all those things. Okay, so that should be for your own good. Okay, any questions in this? Of course, if you have certificate that's from ISQB, that's good. If you if you don't want to, if you don't want to use this, that's too fine. Okay, you can go ahead and register in ISQB and get a certificate. That is too fine. But this here you need to know a lot of things. You need to go with some material, a lot of study, a lot of things. And you need to register here, you need to get a certificate. Okay, so this is a little bit, and this has, I think, class 1, class 2. Okay. So either way, this is a little bit lengthy process. So you need to go to center and what are this. Okay, so that is another option. So that will also help you, put it in your resume. So okay, so if no questions, so let's move to the next topic. Um, so give you, so what we have learned, three test management tool, right? Rally, Jira, and HPLM, right? Um, you guys have access to Rally and Jira. I hope you guys are at least comfortable with Rally. At least one tool that should be good. Now, let's go to a little bit, have some look. Unfortunately, I can't give access to this because last time I gave access to some guy, and that guy changed the phone number. Now I'm having issue, just getting that login into my own email ID. So I don't think I will able to give you access for this. But let's see, if I get this done by today, I'll be giving you access. But otherwise, because that somebody changed that phone number, now that's really having a hard time. So um, unfortunately, but either way, you can create your own. This is really not required. I mean, you don't have to depend on me, depend on access. You can create your own. Let me quickly show you that. You can do yourself. It's not a big deal. If you go to this visualstudio.com, okay. Oops. This. Once you go into this, as I told you, you need to have an email ID from Microsoft. Okay. Um, now, this Microsoft, has this strict way of doing their business. So, you need to have email ID from Microsoft. That's live.com or outlook.com or hotmail.com. Okay. Either one. Once you do that, um, you can sign in. Okay. And once you sign in, I don't want to use this. Okay, let's say here. Okay. Okay. So here, if you want to use this, go to here. TFS. TFS stands for Team Foundation Server. Okay. Now, once you log in and you go to the process, you have to create your own subdomain. So that will link to this, just like I did. What is show you. So here you see the subdomain. You need to create that subdomain, and once you create that, you don't have to download. You don't really. You can go learn the cloud service. Once you go to the cloud service and you see this, get started for free. Go ahead and click on free, and you can access that. Okay, so it's really free. You can try it yourself. If you really need help, okay, I'll be helping you out. Okay, you have my phone number, you have my email ID. So try logging yourself, okay, instead of depending on credentials on me. The reason being because last time somebody changed the phone number, the whole email ID got, now I need to figure it out some other way or delete that email ID or something. Cannot even delete it. Don't have access. Okay, so let's go pretty much quick here. So this is to a test management tool. Okay, TFS, Team Foundation Server, and like others, Rally, Jira, HPLM, this is to one more tool. So the process remains same. As creating test cases, executing test cases, defects, coordination, all this is same. The UI is different here. You see this UI is little different. Now, normally you don't get this dashboard here pretty quick here, but let's once you get into dashboard, let's see. You need to select project here, just like Rally. Once you select this project, let's see what happens. And once you select this, okay, good. Luckily I'm getting this dashboard. Otherwise, go ahead and click on this dashboard. So this is the dashboard. Again, you have like Rally and Jira. You have this option. You can organize yourself. This widgets. You want to put it or delete it. Okay. So this is somewhat helpful because whenever you're trying to do something, okay, you can start right. Want to create bug right from here. Just from the dashboard. So that's a little bit helpful here. Okay, like Rally, this also has this chart which automatically plots for you. The spring burn down chart or spring burn up chart, and so on. Some of them also plots for you right from here. The only difference is this is from Microsoft, okay, different company altogether, okay. And now you can create your own dashboard too, you can have this your own dashboard or customize this widgets. You want to know which one to remove, which one to add, and you do that. Okay, so here you have, okay, so once you go to, let's go to this. So this is dashboard. You can do a lot of things right from here. Now let's go to the next tab one by one. Let's go to codes. Code is, of course, coding is a developer job. Once the code, let's say they put some of the build process, and let's say, you have a lot of stuff going on. That means a lot of coding is going on. Okay, and let's check. Okay, so here really not much things to do, but as a tester, so you can just have a look. Again, you may or may not have access for this. This is really I have this admin access, so that's why I have all this access. Otherwise, you really don't have this access for the coding unless you are developer or admin. Okay, so already a lot of things. Okay. So once you go here, go to work. Now click on this work, and once you go there, okay, good. Now here, now remember I told you about this Kanban status. Does anyone remembers Kanban? As it's a module in Agile, just like we have this, in Agile, there are, many modules. Remember I told about Scrum, Scrum, Extreme Programming, Kanban. Okay, so the Kanban is this is how it looks like Kanban. Okay, process. Let's say I have this user story GM online. So I'm using this same GM online. Now let's say I can drag right from here. Now I don't need the big traditional board to use the sticky notes to move from one place to another. Here I'm doing right in front of this online. I'm doing it online. Now I can change it right from here. Okay, so once this is there here, I can just pull it out. Just what? I just pull it out and put it here, just like that. So it's like this acts like a sticky note. That's why I told you. Remember this? What? Let's just quickly check what I told last in the Scrum. Let's relate to this. Okay. Okay. Here we go. You see this? Remember I was talking about this one. The way the sticky notes gets moved from one place to another in to do progress testing. That's the same way you're doing here, but here you're using a traditional way of doing this. Have a big board and put all the user stories there, and it's a long process. And this is not really efficient way of doing this because you are utilizing the time in organizing the work in doing this. But here you don't have to. You just take this, create one user story right from here. You see this? This is like a sticky note, and add some values, you know, GM online or whatever the project you're working on. Okay, that becomes a user story. You can, you know, you can add this task. You can do. You know what? I'll just delete this. Okay, and move it. You can move it right from here. Okay. Now once I do this active, you know, once this is resolved, you know, I just move it just like that. That tab. And all the test cases, what is attached to this gets moved here, right? And once it's closed, you know, I just move it right just like that. Okay. So you know, so this is, you know, Kanban. So this is called like, you know, Kanban. Now you use this in the Scrum too. I mean, it's really not really big difference on this, but thing is, here you don't have a lot of meetings or ceremonial time where you gather a lot of people there and, you know, talk about, okay, sprint planning session, sprint grooming session, you know, development activity, testing activity, what's going on, and all those things you don't really bother in Kanban because it's really simple. You know, everyone knows what you're doing. Okay, you know what you're doing and who is a tester, who is a developer. So it's pretty simple. So you just, you know, developer puts here and he comments it, or maybe he just pings, you know, hey, you know what, I just added some users and start testing it. Now, you know, that should be, you know, easy. So this is really useful in small teams. So always, you know, small teams, this is more preferred. If you're going to large, I would say, you know, I would say you can go ahead with, you know, Rally. Okay. So, you know, this is Kanban, you know. So can do this. Okay. So this is the board too, and we can run these iterations, you know, various iterations. And okay. So any questions so far? Okay. So, you know, let's. Okay. So here, what you can do is, see, let's go to this stories here. So I go here and studio one, and features. Okay, go to the stories, and if you want a board, you can go ahead and, you know, use this board. Okay, the board is where you actually, you know, move your user story. Before that, you know, you can have this, click on backlog, you know, backlog. Once you go to the backlog, okay, you can create your own story. You know, this is like two-way. You can either do that in the board itself, or you don't have to. You can go to the backlog and, you know, create your own user story. You can just go ahead and click on, you know, so as I told you, backlog, right? It's a, you know, set of, you know, it's a very high level requirement. Okay, so to split that, you need the sprint backlogs. Sprint is time. Okay, so that means, you know, for, you know, let's say if you are going as a one backlog takes 4 sprints. Okay, so we are doing the 4 sprints. Now to split more further, you use user story. So that's the user story. Okay, so now user story is very technical. The backlogs are not technical. Okay, so here now you can create your own user story right from here. Okay, and can add, you know, let's begin this, you can add it, and let's see here. Okay, so here, you know, once this user story is created, you know, I can create my own task. Okay, so let's see, if you want to create here this, and oh, here you go. I want to add, so this is basically you're adding a task or bug on the user story. So this is against the user story, right? So this is the user story. Okay, you know, let's see if this doesn't exist. Okay, so this is the user story. If I want to add some task, go ahead and click here and go ahead add task. So task, is here. Let's see what happens. Okay. So it's normally the task. So you also have an option of writing test cases here too in the task itself. This is okay. So let's open this. Okay, so here you have, you can write your task just like you did in Rally. Okay, the similar way you can write this task, and you can start writing test cases too. Now this is a different way of writing. So let's see. Okay, you can write a query if you have any questions to the developer. You go ahead and click on this query, and we can write a query. This is serious. You can assign this to. If you're assigning to this user story to someone else, now it's a business analyst, or you're assigning to a product owner. You can do that. This is an iteration. Let's say you are running iteration 1, iteration 2, iteration 3. You can do that. So all the options are here, but I'm still not able to find this. Okay, maybe here in the test. Okay, let's go in the test later. Okay, so this is the task. You can create bug here too right from here, and add bug. And once you add bug, again you need to follow the same process. What's the process? Could enter the whatever the issue, put that one line statement of the issue and what is the project going on, and if you're using the star mark, you can use critical issue or production issue. Okay, how to reproduce this bug? Now that's important. Maybe I didn't talk about that, but yes, you need to do that. How you are reproducing it? But if you're using the screenshot, maybe that should be good because that explains everything. Image is worth 1,000 words. That's what you'll be doing. So if you add screenshot, that should be not an issue of reproducing the steps how to open a big bug, but still you need to reproduce the steps. If there's any information on the system, what kind of system you're using, it's a Firefox, what operating system. If you're really using Windows, then of course you'll be writing Windows. If you're using Mac, then you'll be using Mac. But yeah, otherwise, this is normally not that important. But because if it is happening in one browser, it may also happen to other browsers. So normally it's but not all the case. So you need to add system info too. So here again, you can change this priority, all these things, severity, all this are same. How many hours remaining? Okay, development is just development. Add this, and there's an attachment to. No, this is not attachment. This is linking. You want to link it. Link just like we do linking. You can do that too. Okay, so that's about this writing the task. Okay, task and bug here. Okay, you can do this right in the board too. We just looked into backlog. This board, if you are using the Kanban process, then you can use this board too. Okay, so either way. So somebody asked some question, right? Do you need to put an exact description in the title? Yes, you need to be as specific as possible. Okay, so when you're putting some information, you need to be like, just a one-line statement, what exactly the issue is, where exactly you're getting that issue, and put some information in the project, which project is really on that, and next is put what kind of issue is this. Okay, so one line statement, that should be good. And in this, you can put a screenshot. Once you put a screenshot in the description, that should explain everything. Okay, that's about this work. Let's go to the next tab. It's taking a long time. So this is again, this is built and release. This is more related to middleware team, okay, and development team. So we need to coordinate with those guys. And once this build, like I told you, right, build, when you deploy it, so now you need to deploy the code, right? Deploy the code from testing to production, or from development to testers environment. Okay, you need to use this build, okay, and those guys. So normally it's easy for development to testing, but once it comes to testing to production, that's a little bit, they do it a little bit different, because since it has to go to production, okay. So that's normally, it's a job of, so normally you don't have access again for this. Let's go to quick test process. So here what you can do is you have an option, you can do this load testing too right here. So that is good in this, because this is not provided by every tool, okay. This is only in TFS. And you don't have in Rally, Jira, HPLM, you really don't have that option here. But this is good if you are planning to do your load testing. Okay, so let's go to the test plan. So this is what here. I think you'll be writing your test cases to be good. Yeah, that's what here. So I know this has a little bit odd way of doing. Okay, so we don't write test cases here. Oh, good. You can open this. Okay. You go in the work. Once you go to the backlog, you really cannot open and write test cases here. The convoluted way of doing this. You are only able to write here. Okay, that's in test. Okay. Okay, that's called test plan. Okay, here too they call it test plan. That's good. Now, let's see. I want to open this. So you know what? I can just open this. Okay, good. So once you open this, you can start writing just here. See this, insert step. You want to add some step. Create new step. Okay. You can also delete the step. Okay. You can do it. Right here. Okay. So you can start writing test cases from here too. Okay. I mean, this is the only option. This is no other way. I don't think they have option to export. Sometimes you import and export. Sometimes you can write your test cases in Excel, and you can upload it here. I don't think they have really that option here. But that only option is provided by HPLM. Once you have this, you can add the attachment too. I mean, the attachment you have this option, but really the steps you need to add manually. Let's see if this is in your test case. Putting any of the test cases, but here you can write it. Okay, there's an option here. We can see. Okay, so here you have this always an option, action expected result. Open the Safari browser. step 1. What's the expected? Okay, step 2 and so on. Okay, you can start writing steps here too. Okay, and you can keep on adding the steps. Okay, that's a one way, and you can save it and close. Just save it. Just okay. Okay, so here you can run it here right from here. This is good. Run, and you once you run that. Good. So, this is really like HPALM, so they have really mimic the, they have the clone kind of thing for this. So, okay, so you have this, you can create a screenshot too right from here. Okay, so good. So, okay, so this needs some installation. So once you install it, you can, because this city information server, you can download it and you can do it, from the desktop too. Okay, you can create bug right from here. Okay, just like HPLM. Okay, and you can follow this alt step, and once you're done, pause this. Once it's paused, if it's failed, just click this button. Okay, why it is failed, and it's not the reason and this comment, and you can also put the comment for the past. Okay, so that's how I just save it. Okay, and close this. Okay, so that's how you can see this is changed. You see, this is past. Okay, so if it is blocked, you can also block this. Okay, that means you cannot execute this because of some reason. Okay, so because there's no data available or no environment not ready, or the development is not yet working on it, they have not yet started, so on and so forth. Okay, the reasons, plenty of reasons. But this should be done only in the guidance of your lead. Okay, so your lead will say, it's blocked, it's not ready, something like that. You cannot do it by yourself. You cannot. You need to check with leads. So all these things when you're doing it, this block thing, you need to be very careful. You cannot block just like that. You need to have proper information on this. Maybe you can check with developer. Maybe you can check with lead, or that's how you can block this. Okay. And you can. I think you can pass this whole set at once, just like that. Which is good. I just pass this whole set. So these are kind of sets similar to HPLM, and I know I can also fill this. But normally, as I told you, it's not a very good idea to just pass or fail the whole set. You need to run it manually, because they will be viewing like how much time it's taking when you are executing these test cases. Exactly. Somebody asked a question, right? If you want to block a test case, you need to get an not really approval from QA manager, but you need to really check. Check with mostly will be lead. So QA manager, not not really QA manager unless you are a lead. If you are a lead, of course, you need to get information from the manager, but normally you'll be coordinating more on development, not with too much on managers. Don't go run around for manager for everything, because managers are really not that helpful. Trust me, they're really not helpful for you. The only guys who will be helping you out is your lead, your team members, your developers, project manager, and all those, except manager. Your boss is really not interested in helping out you. So not always you can ask questions, but of course, if there is any approval point of view, you need to check with them. So you cannot escape that. But always better to see, if you are a tester, you need to have more coordination on the lead than on a manager. So if you are a lead, you know what to do, right? You know, if you are a lead, you know how these things, you know how this works. You need to coordinate. So you normally don't run around for manager, but unless for an approvals. Okay, so if this is approval, this access issues, not getting access, okay, database access or QA access and all those things. Other than that, you normally don't, unless you can have a meeting, right? You can have a meeting with the whole team, with the manager, saying, so, okay, so this is what we are going to proceed. This is how we're okay. So that is the case. Otherwise, for small things, really, it's not a very good idea to just go run around for a manager. Small things you need to check with the lead. Okay. So yeah, block. Of course, we need to check with the mostly with the lead. Okay. So once the lead is good, so you can block it. So that is the thing. Okay. So this is how you can do it. And let's go to the next if we have any. So that is the sets. Okay. So these are the sets. Just similar to what we have in HPLM. Okay. Similar process. You can run it right from here. This is good. You don't have any test lab, but fill out the test cases and all those things. You don't really have to worry on this. Okay, where you open its test cases, there you can execute it. So that's a really good thing. So that saves a lot of time. If you go to the runs, if you want to see really, this is really want to check. It's mostly done by the lead, saying that okay, what's the issue here? What's going on? So we want to see this runs option. And if you go to the machines. Machine is like if you're using VMware or something, you just want to put it here, what machine you're using and all those things. Load test. So if you're using, let's say you're using on some performance testing, okay, just like load runner. So here I think Microsoft has their own load testing, I guess. Oh, yeah, so they have their own, load testing. Okay. You can do the load testing right from here. They have these options, JMeter, web test, HTTP archive. They can, you can do that. Right from here, you don't need this load runner or something. They use this Microsoft own tool. You can create the test case. So normally you need to download this because let's see if you can do this. Yeah, I need to download some of things so that to work it properly. Okay, so that's how you can do this. Okay, and so that's about TFS. This is a team formulation server. Okay, and remember, most probably I cannot give you access for this because my access is blocked. Somebody were using it, they updated with their own phone number. Now what, I cannot even access it. This is what I was using. So I gave access to people and they changed it for one with their own phone number. I cannot get it. So you create your own Visual Studio, go to this Visual Studio /TFS and create your own subdomain, put your name or something, whatever you like. Once you create a subdomain, you can access this tool. Okay. So you are the admin guy, you can do it all by yourself. Okay. Really not anyone is, access is required. Until then, let me figure it out. If you have any issues, let me know. Okay, I can help you out with setting up this, there's a TFS if you really require, if you're really interested. Okay, set up your own TFS, that should be good. And that's it. Any questions? Yes. So somebody asked some question, right? So today is the last class for QA, right? if you have any questions, try reaching out through email. If not, then you can go ahead calling me, because try reaching first in email. Okay, and my phone number is 732-333-4781. Okay, you can just go ahead and call. Maybe not always, I might not be in the desk. Okay, so that's the reason I said to reach out to email. If it's not, then you can I'll answer your email. If it's not, you can call me back. Okay, so yeah, you can do that. Okay, any more questions? Okay, so I mean, 3 tools should be good. You know what? You can also add TFS in your resume, and get if you are interested, really, you can create your own, your own email ID. And yeah, of course, you need to create an email ID, but your own TFS account. And once you do that, you will be able to access and you can able to use this TFS, okay, information server. So that's it. Test management tool again. Okay, but not always you'll be using all of these at once. This is for your information. This is for your knowledge. This is for your, whatever you want to learn. Because in your resume you'll be putting a lot of information, right? A lot of things you'll be showing up. So that's the reason if you put 3 more tools, nothing wrong in it, because you already know this, okay, right? You know this, you use this, you know how to use it. So you'll be more confident in talking because you have already used it, right? You use Jira, so you'll be comfortable in talking. Yeah, I open test, I open defects, I created test cases. You use Rally, yeah, I know. So that's how you'll be more confident. When you'll be only confident when you use it, when you're comfortable with that tool. Okay, so that's the reason of explaining all these tools. Otherwise, you'll be using max 1 tool, at the most 2, 3 tools. That's it. Not everything at once. Okay. Okay. So if no one has any questions, can we close this class for today? Okay. Yeah, just just a quick thing. I'll be sending an email. Just complete a small survey. There's some performance. Okay. Just how is my performance and stuff. Just complete that. Okay. There's a feedback. So if if anyone have any issue that is not resolved, I'll do my best in resolving. So so you have some information if you want to type something. If I repeat so many times, okay, so that's if it's an issue, that's a problem, just say it in that, okay. So moving forward, I'll try to improve my training classes. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys.